Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, and thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, click the like button, helps out a great. Okay, I'm just joking with you. WZQ9 2SN0. This is a more average Eden start. The last four have been noteworthy for a variety of different reasons. Sometimes we've gotten amazing items right off the bat. Sometimes we've gotten Abaddon literally at the very start. Last time we had Satanic Bible, and that made it so defensively we knew we were probably relatively in the clear. This time, HP's good, speed's good, rate of fire is great, and everything else is just kind of okay. It's a run that, you know, certainly I would expect the items that we get in our play to dictate it, not just the seed, basically. So, Dead Onion's always an interesting one. I like it. I think it's a positive and negative. Positive, you get larger hitbox, I believe at least a larger hitbox, and then also your tears are piercing. Huge advantage there. However, they are also slower. Your rate of fire is slower. Is it worth it? I mean, I would say that piercing tears, they're a little blasé at this point. You know, we've had piercing tears in the game since 2011, right? So it's been a long time. They're not novel anymore. You know, it's no Explosivo Holy Light sort of situation, but at the same time, they are also extremely valuable. So I think that it's definitely worth it. I think most people are Dead Onion fans. I mean, all onions are dead unless you're eating them straight off the vine, at which point they're still dead. They just died more recently, you know? There should really be an onion transformation. If you get Sad Onion, Dead Onion, and Shrek's Ballsack, you should turn into an onion. Oh, did I just spoil the Afterbirth Plus item, Shrek's Ballsack? It's a 1 colorless mana, 1 green mana, 2/2, but you can tap it to produce 1 white mana. That's disgusting. Don't tap Shrek's Ballsack to make white mana. I took damage and then immediately gained HP because of the fact that I have the leech, so I think I might have screwed myself out of a deal with the devil like a total idiot. Unless I had a Spirit Heart there. It all happens so fast that it's kind of difficult to follow. I guess we also get Spectral Tears out of Dead Onion, so yeah, definitely a positive. If I fucked myself out of the deal with the devil, though, that's... I mean, it's really just... Your ask as the player in the Binding of Isaac is very simple. In order to get a win, just maximize your odds of getting them deals with the devil. And usually you're going to be good to go. As long as you just don't take deals that are bad. Like, get deals, take good deals, and you're set. PhD is a solid item for sure. Pretty Fly is going to help us out a ton here. Over the course of one game, in aggregate. I'm just going to use a regular bomb here. Save Mr. Boom for the boss fight. We get infested, which gives us 1 spider. At least so excited every time. Infested! Dun 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 dun. Okay, Blighted Ovum. No problem. Mr. Boom's gonna do some serious work there. No deal with the devil because I'm a big dummy. That's alright. We still get one on the next floor. Probably. Infested! Anyway. We might be able to get into our boss trap room as well if we play our cards right, but let's go see if we can swing that first. We have been to our item room. Item room is PhD. We've already been to our boss fight. And we were making good time. It was just really... Ooh, that was bad. Just really stupid damage that led to this situation. That could be a secret room as well. In fact, this seems more likely to me to be a secret room. No! Okay. Well, that, again, is a good thing. Because that means that our secret room probably does border the boss trap room. Honestly, trading 1 Spirit Heart, or a Spirit Heart half plus a Red Heart half is fine for 2 pills as long as we have PhD, and we'll crack into that. I think that's worth it as well. We'll take our health upgrade, so I'd say for sure this worked out for the best for us, even though we are a little bit lower on effective HP. Sorry, I've been losing my voice a little bit. You might be able to notice it here. It's just like, it's trained. I talk a lot on a daily basis. Then I went this weekend, wasn't talking all that much. It was a weird thing, and I think my voice was like, oh, finally. I get to rest. Voice. You gotta work it. It's like when you don't go to the gym for a while, you try to lift up those weights and you go, oh, these are heavier than I expected. How did we do this before, brain? Okay, we'll check out our boss trap room. I don't think that's worth it, honestly. Doesn't feel worth it to me. There's a lot of consumables left on the ground here, but that's because we can't actually access them. They are consumables that are locked behind walls. Instead, we're just going to head down to the next floor. Don't get to use the word walls that much in Isaac. Floor, very common. Fuck, relatively common. Another health upgrade. That wasn't even the same color, so there must have been oh my god, I fucked it up again. There must have been a health downgrade in here somewhere. I don't know whether to kill these guys or kiss these guys at this point. It's a little ridiculous. We've got like this kind of run set up right now, and I know this is stupid timing. We definitely should have picked up Bloody Penny first if we were going to take it. But I think I've got to accept that the writing's on the wall for this run right now. And instead of focusing on traditional avenues for success, we're going to go full on like tanky-ass Red Heart build. And you know, why spend a bomb or even a charge when instead we could just walk on it and then probably get our hearts back here anyway, right? So, yeah, for now, I guess we're just going to focus on getting as many hearts as we possibly can, and that's actually a pretty good get. If we can get, you know, a few guppy items, that changes the game. The more pills we get, the better. You know, some tears upgrades, some extra pretty flies, does not bother me. Kind of feel like we should just maybe crack the devil card right now. Maybe even shock the monkey or something like that. That was really good. And at this point, it's a weird run. It's almost like an old school like Maggie run or something like that. We don't really need to get those deal with the devil items to succeed, although it is probably a great shortcut for success if we can do it. We still might get the deal with the devil, but the odds of us getting the deal with the devil are pretty terrible now. And I've done it to myself. I mean, I've taken inopportune damage here, but we got a lot of means of replenishing our red hearts. If any, this is the kind of run where you're like, I'm not going to the boss rush. However, if we make it to Hush, this seems like an ideal sort of Hush run. You know, we have the ability to gain a lot of HP on that fight. Whereas on boss rush, it just feels like it'd be like a little too slow to be enjoyable right now. That guy is so fucking fast. When did he get so fucking fast? We got back to full HP, which is fine. This is ridiculous. The run's trying to send us a sign right now. It's like, don't you worry about a thing. Maybe we'd be better off with the actual Spirit Heart chance from Mom's Pearl, but I don't know. I think this is sensible right now. Money's good. Definitely take Mom's Key. We do have Guppy's Tail, so we'd be expecting a lot of golden chests. And you know what? Two of Clubs is great as well. Let's move on. Assuming the boss fight pretty much has to be up here. And of course it is. Now just don't take... I thought about buying a Spirit Heart, but I was like, you know what? Instead of doing that, how about we just don't take damage? Because it would be ideal for us to get an arcade on the next floor. Obviously, we probably have a pretty good chance to take advantage of that, given our HP and Bloody Penny and Leech. But I guess at the same time, it worked, thankfully. At the same time, we do have 10 cents now, so maybe we do want to go back and buy the Spirit Heart. I don't know. Probably should. We're like 2.5 minutes ahead of schedule already. This run's good, but it doesn't have to be 2.5 minutes ahead of schedule good. We did get the deal with the devil, though. Ooh, we will definitely take Sin Robes. And you know what? HP's been so easy to come by so far, I think I'll even take my Shadow and then just head down to the next floor. We don't need the Spirit Heart now. So we have pretty drastically improved ourselves here on Flooded Caves, too. I have been doomed from the start. I don't know, there's so many silkworms here. Some of them are mine. Some of them are from the Leech, some of them are from my Shadow, some of them are the enemies. I'm just gonna let them fight it out, you know, kill them all, let God sort them out on this one. We're, again, way ahead of schedule. And I'm not against that, I'm very for that. Because Boss Rush would be the kind of thing that could be nice here, you know, a tier effect, a nice range or shot speed increase, these are pretty nice right now. I would love to pick up like a AAA battery or something like that too, but for now, let's just try not to let our low shot speed coerce me into taking dumb damage that I have no reason to take. Like, the damage that I took back there was definitely dumb damage I had no reason to take. Just keep ourselves, you know, spaced out from these enemies. By the time they get close enough, they should be dead. Close enough to hit me, that is. This definitely feels like a secret room. Push the buttons first. Loosen up my buttons, baby, cause you keep frontin'. Hey, saying what you're good. Okay. Bomb down. I don't think it's good enough right now. Knob Leaf's fun, but I'd rather get something more, like, guaranteed, you know? Even if it costs me money. Guillotine is fun as well. There we... Oh, but then as soon as my brain sent the impulse, and then I was like, brain, come back. That's not good for us. And then brain was like, sorry, dude. Already took one order today. Not sure if I can fit the other one in for a couple hours. So I basically just took a redundant item because there's no reason for us to have double piercing shots. Unless the other form of piercing shot was Sagittarius, and it gave us a small speed upgrade. But nah, it's basically like a wasted item room there. That's on me for sure. And I feel pretty silly about it. Probably will explore this whole floor. I'd really like to get an arcade. This is like the ideal arcade setup right here. Yeah, that's not a surprise. Ooh, be careful. These guys are the dangerous ones because I have to get so fucking close to them just to hit them. I'm like within their explosive range. I will take Bob's brain. Speaking of being within their explosive range. 10 minutes. Again, 3 minutes ahead of schedule. But we shouldn't be sweating boss rush. We should just be worried about success. You know, better to go slow here than to go fast and fuck it all up. But if we lose the streak, and this is how it's happened the last 2 times, if we lose the streak on a run that's bad, it does not bother me. And that's pretty much how it's gone recently, which I'm happy with. If we lose the streak on a run that's great, and this one is probably bordering on great, at least it could get great, then I'm going to be real displeased. Because that's on me more than it's on the RNG. We can control our own play to some extent. We can't control the RNG, so it would be a real bummer to be the cause of the loss. Okay, a speed upgrade is useful. And it was a Tears upgrade, which I will definitely take. And the Pact, the Mark, Guppy items, Spirit Hearts. Could be worse. I mean, I didn't mean to say it like that. Ugh, Spirit Hearts. No, I mean, I'm still happy with Spirit Hearts. Not as happy as I could be, though, I'll admit that. If I found an arcade, I would still probably go pretty hard on the arcade and lose the Eternal Heart, but who cares, you know? Good chance to gain HP, good chance to generate more red hearts for us to allow us to gain more chance of, I don't know, getting something great from our shop. Even if we end up just trading what is essentially 1 HP upgrade for extra donations in the donation machine, I'm fine with that. Our donation machine is in relative equilibrium, but it's not a passive equilibrium, you know? It's in a, it's an active equilibrium, and that's the kind of thing I think it's important to remember that even things that are in equilibrium, like, take work, you know? You might look at somebody, you look at people in the Olympics, you go, oh, well, you get in good shape. It's just inertia that keeps you there, right? No way, man. Somebody that stays in good shape for like 10 years, they put in a lot of work to stay in the same spot, you know? And it's valuable, I think. Think of like the best football team in the world. They put in work every single year in the hopes of maintaining exactly where they are. And once you decide, you know, you get to a place that you're happy with, you put in the work you need to do to stay there. And that's where I am at in my donation machine right now. I'm very happy with where my donation machine is. Well, fuck. I'm very happy with where my donation machine is. I really thought that was mine. I'd like to keep it that way, so I'll do what I have to do to keep it that way. I'll also loosen up my buttons, baby. Anyway, you guys remember Pussycat Dolls' third most famous song? What are they? Most famous song? Probably Don't Ya, right? Don't ya wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Yeah. But then what was the second one that the Pussycat Dolls were famous for? Oh, nobody gonna love you better. I must stick with you forever. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the Pussycat Dolls, one of those bands where, you know, every song that came out was half as popular as the one that came before it, which I get makes no sense because, you know, excuse me? The boss fight already? You know, their first song, you know, how's that supposed to be half as popular as the Zeroth song they ever did? But, like, don't worry too much about that. Just recognize that, you know, I hope Nicole Scherzinger and then all the other Pussycat Dolls, except for one of them, she knows who she is, hope they're all doing okay. Went into their, you know, side careers of being Nobel laureates. They might be smart girls. I can't necessarily just throw that on them, but that wasn't the stereotype. Keep in mind, I grew up in the era of, you know, The Simple Life, starring Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton. And again, this topic comes up all the time in these Isaac episodes and on the show. If anyone ever gives you shit, oh, kids these days, my generation, put Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie on top of the world. It gave them the highest rated television show on planet Earth. So, anytime somebody wants to, oh, kids these days, they don't have taste, we fucked it. My generation fucked it. The generation before it fucked it as well. Many generations have fucked this. But if someone who's my age comes to you and says, hey, why do you like such stupid shit? Then you go to them and you say, hey, why'd you put Nicole Richie and, Paris Hilton on top of the television ratings? Well, that wasn't me. I was busy listening to Godspeed You Black Emperor. You know, I never watched that shit. No way, dude. No way, no how. Anyway. I was busy, you know, watching the birth of the Canadian indie rock scene via Arcade Fire and Wolf Parade. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about with this whole Paris Hilton stuff. No, man. Anyway, I don't know what that sound was. I figured we'd go for the boss fight right away. And we have the stars card, so we might as well just grab our first possible pass at boss rush. I'm kind of feeling a little bit down about, oh, careful. Feeling a little bit down about our DPS right now, so if we can get like a D with the D and the bang dicky to improve that, I would be for it. No D with the D? Just a P? Ah, but 8.5-inch nails, which are actually only 8 inches, is really good. And then also Magic Mushroom is also very good. Okay, so that's a huge improvement. On paper, we should have everything we need to win this run. But the game isn't played on paper, you know? This game is played in real life. It's fingers and toes and not holding the pen or trying to keep the paper steady while you write on it or anything like that. It's Sylvester Stallone here. I didn't propel Paris Hilton to the top of the world, you know? I was on top of the world, or at least the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Modern Art. I don't actually know. It's an embarrassing bit of Rocky trivia. I have no idea what building Rocky Balboa was climbing in the film Rocky. Not the film Rocky Balboa. All he's climbing there is, you know, seniority at his company. Ooh, the Judas Shadow. I think you go for it. Even if we don't use it immediately, I think you go for it. And we get diamonds, because, you know, we're a rich girl. Don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the 2 of my cards. And we've already been to both item rooms and the shop, so at this point, I'm like, just get the fudge out of here, I guess. One thing I'd love... Okay, this is pretty good, too. But one thing I'd love to see is, I don't even know what I was going to say, but I had something in mind. One thing I was going to say was I would love to see, oh, a better spacebar item. That's what I was thinking before I got sucked into the siren song of this arcade. A second and better spacebar item would be sick. Because Mr. Boom, as good as it is, at this point of the game, if we can't use it on every floor, Mr. Boom's not good enough. There's some items that are worth it. This is not one of them, in my opinion. Not terrible, though. We'll find a use for it from time to time. I thought momentum was going to carry me onto the spikes there, but it didn't, thankfully. I gotta be honest with you, though. I think we're set on this one. Been a little bit of a shaky time, but I'm pretty sure we're set. I was actually just going to say, I hope that that's the Emperor card. And indeed, that did end up being the case. Did we leave a rune behind? Or is it some kind of card that I might have been able to use for teleportation in the future or something? It was a 2 of clubs. Alright, let's pop that. Take the Emperor down with us. I think I really like popping the Emperor on the Womb 1. There's no chance for a blood bank. We're really just in that floor for the deal with the devil chance. So we'll head down here and pop it immediately. If it's an XL floor, even better. It's not an XL floor, but we can get added value out of the teleport. Guppy. No Guppy, but 2 pills. I thought one of those was a health upgrade for some reason. So we're gonna Emperor card away. And we'll walk out like one room so we can see I Can See Forever, and maybe the second secret room is right next to us. Would love to get a deal with the devil here. I'm feeling the Guppy dream, man. And I believe that this is not going to do it for us. I didn't mean to step on that. I really thought we were getting around it. But Maw of the Void, absolutely worth the 2 heart cost there. Little lower on HP, but you know, this is one reason that we have Judas' Shadow is that we can take deals like that and not worry too much. Okay, we didn't find our second secret room right away. I'm just going to head downwards. It is also a +1 damage upgrade, not Judas' Shadow, but Maw of the Void, and it can generate black cards for us, which is something that I will endeavor to do on this floor as soon as possible, because we do have incentive to do so, an extra deal with the devil chance, especially... Although we did get one on the last floor. This is pretty much our last likely opportunity to get a deal with the devil. So, okay, thankfully we did get 2 black cards there in the nick of time. So, life's good. Nick, are you watching this one? If you're watching this, send me a message on Skype. The message will say, hey, I'm watching here. And then I'm not going to respond to it, because then I'll read the message and then be like, it's going to be like 2 weeks later, and I'll be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And then I'll be like, what? And you'll be like, well, I was watching the episode, you told me to message you on Skype. And I'll be like, oh, cool. You know, I can already tell you how the situation's gonna go down. And it's not fair to you. And keep in mind, it's me right now delivering the command, and it's me 2 weeks from now responding to it. Command is not the word I meant to use. Delivering the request. The request. And me 2 weeks from now, he seems like he's gonna be kind of an asshole about it. But me right now, I really appreciate it. Okay, we get the quarter for no reason, but I do appreciate the keys. Inside of the library, we can get homing tiers once every 2 rooms. Is that any better than getting a Mr. Boom every 2 rooms? I don't necessarily think so. But, you know, last time we started to get good luck when we were singing those Weird Al Yankovic songs. We can do the same thing here, now that I've said any better. Oh, well, my baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. She's all crazy about that Eddie Vedder. Once she was mine, but now she's knitting him a sweater. And my baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. You know, track 2 off of his 1999 album, Running with Scissors. You don't know it? That's pretty okay. That's the one with The Saga Begins. Okay. Let's keep ourselves back here. Mom fight should be easy. I don't know, man. 99 cents, 9 keys? Kind of feels like a good Hush run, right? We haven't fought Hush in a while. We really don't want to die on the Hush fight because we'll respawn with 2 HP. No curse is a positive, though. Let's see what we got here. Okay, okay. Unlimited bombs is real sweet. An extra spirit heart, quite nice as well. Certainly, there's going to be enough HP for us to get back to full HP if we have to. We'll buy another spirit heart. We'll also pick up the nightlight to slow down some tears. Tech 2 is not worth it. Notched Axe is not worth it. Lemon Mishap's not worth it. Well, you know what? Maybe Lemon Mishap is better than Mr. Boom. I don't know. Let's go on with this fight. And we're going to pop the Empress right away. Figured we'd just get Lemon Mishap sorted right away. Do also have unlimited bombs. I don't think it's going to be that good, but it's something. You know, originally I was excited, but I was like, we still got all of our item rooms. Once I found out that our item rooms contain Jack and shit combined, I was a lot less excited about the situation as it stood. So I'd say that, did we whiff on the Hush fight here? Not necessarily like a stone cold whiff, you know, just a kiss on the lips, and I was on my knees. You know what's another band where enthusiasm dwindled, you know, exponentially as more songs came out? First off, The Darkness. R.I.P. THEDARKNESS. But also, Jet. First song, Australia took over the world. 2004's Oh Willa, Are You Gonna Be My Girl? Second song, Cold Hard Bitch. She just a kiss on the lips and I was on. Third song, Oh, look what you've done. You've made. And fourth song, I don't think they ever made a song 4. Say what you will about Blur, they only came out with song 2, but still, only coming out with song 4 is a little bit audacious, Jet. What's your favorite Jet song? Mine is probably Big Old Jet Atlanta. Don't carry me too far away. I know you just said leave it on a jet plane. Honestly, you can take your Chantal and shove it up your Kreviazak, as far as I'm concerned. That's a joke for the Canadians out there. Did I actually get hit by Bob's brain there, standing so far away? Or was that a situation where I got hit at the same time Bob's brain exploded? And I was very confused about the situation, the synchronicity too of it all. Just, that's okay. We're safe here. We're safe-ish. Nightlight's pointing in the right direction. Jeez, that's okay. I mean, the Hush fight, if I could go back in time, would I do the Hush fight? Probably not. We're not going to die, but it's just kind of laborious at this point. I like doing the Hush fight sometimes, and sometimes you got like an okay situation. You go down and do the Hush fight, you get some sweet items, and you go, okay, that was a lot of fun. This is not one of those times. This is definitely one of those times where I've gone down to this Hush fight, and I'm saying to myself, we didn't need to do this. I mean, look at that. We got all sorts of potential to generate demon hearts, I suppose, but mostly I just want to finish this run off strong. Damage is not bad, though. They're not going to get here. Those shots are not going to get here. One more Bob's brain plate. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Wow, that didn't even take it close. It looked like the HP bar did not change in the least. This time. Mob the void. Oh, God, be careful, though. Bob's brain's about to pop. There we go. Everything you say to Bob takes him one step closer to the edge. And his name is Bob. Up to the next floor. 24 minutes, not a slow run. We're on the cathedral. And honestly, doing just fine. We do need some more keys at this point, though. I guess that's what I didn't consider, is that after spending so many keys on the last floor, we're going to need some more on this floor. I still think because of PhD, this is probably worth it. Wait a minute, we don't have... PhD was the last run. No, it wasn't. PhD is this run. PhD is both runs? I'm very confused. Does question mark count as a good pill, or is it outside of the pill rotation completely? I do not know. Either way, I can't complain. We should be winning this one. I'm going to try. I regret nothing. That was very good. In many ways, I actually think this run is stronger than at least one of the ones from yesterday. Maybe the Dr. Fetus one. Although, to be honest with you, that Brimstone one from yesterday, which actually at this point probably went up 5 days ago, is I stand by the fact that I didn't play well, but that run is harder than it looked. With no HP upgrades, that run gave me a little bit in the way of fits. And I'm not talking about Fitzcarraldo, Werner Herzog's movie about a man trying to get a train over a dang mountain. That would be weird for me to just bring that up out of nowhere. Not really my style. Can you just let me out of here? I don't want to be in this stupid room anymore. These enemies don't respect me. Hey, I know you wanted a guppy item. We're all out of guppy items. How about I give you a fucking spider instead? You know what? How about you shove that spider up your Kreviazuk? Shove it up your Our Lady piece. More Canadianisms. Joker. Yes, we will. Ooh, and Succubus is solid, especially considering we got it for effectively the cost of a health up pill. Our Lady Peace was a Canadian alternative rock band. Probably still are a Canadian alternative rock band. It was a different era. You know, everybody's got some Our Lady Peace. You talk to a Canadian my age, everybody's got some Our Lady Peace songs they're a fan of. You know, like, tell me why oh yeah, Superman's dead. That one's classic. Or Come Navid. You know, they were a staple of the Canadian alt-rock scene. But then, you know, somewhere they took a turn and they started being like a little DAE La Edge. You know, I confess, everyone is overweight and I expect talking is just masturbating without the mess. Okay, come on, I get it, you're 14, but can you come down for dinner? Your grandparents drove a long way. That's not fair, you know. You should be able to express yourself musically however you want, even if those feelings, you know, don't, in my opinion, manifest themselves in a very mature fashion. That being said, even as a teenager, I was like, what do you mean everyone's overweight? That's just, it doesn't make any sense. What do you mean talking is just masturbating without the mess? What if I tell you to go to your room? Is that masturbating? What if your room is where the mess is? Home's where the heart is. Your lyrics are where the fart is. Oh, rap god, oh. That album did have some bangers, though. One Man Army was pretty good. Hey, is anybody home? Is anybody breaking tears from loneliness that everyone becomes? Like, that's an all-time classic. You were watching, you know, the hit list. Much Music is Canada's TRL. By the way, sometimes Dan goes on a full-on national roast of Canada, and he'll be like, you know, Netflix, or as he called it in Canada, cool movies. I almost never fight back when he says that, because he's right. We in Canada, sometimes we choose a different name for the same thing than our American counterparts, and it's silly. Instead of MTV, aka music television, you know what we call our music television? Much Music. Does that not sound like cool movies? I mean, we call Netflix Netflix, as a company, right? We call our music channel is Much Music. Much Music. That being said, that album, it did still have some bangers. Regardless. This isn't Our Lady Peace Hour. It's Our Lady Peace 28 minutes and 45 seconds. We're almost done with that time. There it goes. Take that time and shove it up your Kreviazuk. Regardless, thanks for watching. That's win 22. I'm gonna go back and check that. Win 22. Win 22. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.